Am I doing it right? No, but we try our best every day. Like, I remember a couple of weeks ago when we tried to do our first ever live recording.
Yeah, I think we need to fire the sound guy.
That's me. I'm the sound guy. I run all the controls. I do all the things. That's me.
I know.
So
I stand by it.
You're just going to do a solo podcast then? That's what's going to happen?
I mean, I'm really funny. I don't know if you know this. I am hilarious.
You have your moments.
I'm pretty funny.
There are other times when you don't have your moments, and that shows too. So some announcements. We do have a makeup date for that. It's going to be a little harder for people to attend, I think, but we will be available if you want. It's going to be Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, June 12th, 3:30 p.m. We're going to hit the record button.
We'll be there.
3:30-ish.
Yeah.
It worked out well because that way Chandler's at daycare and we can just focus on the thing.
Yeah.
Focus on the podcast.
Doing the damn thing.
Exactly. So
and it's going to be great.
And then we'll actually make sure to have our friend Lindsay wear AirPods or headphones this time so that we don't get that lovely echo that we saw.
It'll be fine. We'll do a test run. We'll make it work. It'll be great.
That's probably a good idea. Also, this is a big deal. Here we go. Okay.
Oh, my God.
Big deal. 1 week remaining, right? From the time, actually, when this episode, when on release date of this episode, 6 days to go, Sunday is the final day of the vote in the Best of KC, Kansas City Magazine. Your favorite couple is up, second favorite behind Travis and Taylor, is up for Best Local Podcast, and we are up against New Heights. However, I don't think New Heights knows they're nominated, which is why we can really push this. We can pull the upset, Katie.
We could. I want you to set your expectation. I mean, we appreciate your votes. Please do. We're just a little podcast doing it from the kitchen table right after we DoorDash Popeyes for dinner tonight. So we are like we're just like everybody else. So we appreciate your vote, Casey. We just appreciate being nominated, honestly.
Yeah. We want the upset, though. We are trying to beat New Heights, as well as all the other nominees as well. Please vote for us, Best Local Podcast in the City Life category at kansascitymag.com. Voting ends this Sunday. As far as our social medias, we are available everywhere across, especially Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, at Am I Doing It Right Pod across all platforms. Please give us a follow. It does help the podcast grow. And remember to subscribe to us on YouTube or Spotify or Apple Podcasts, your favorite streaming platform.
Wow.
I think I got all that out. That was pretty quick, right?
That was pretty incredible.
Cool. What do you want to start with? A little music?
Yeah, let's start with a little music because I feel like I'm just going to kick it off. The upset that I didn't expect to come up, like within my Spotify for me feed, essentially, or music I might like.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of music coming from this upcoming Twister soundtrack. Now, I remember this movie as a kid, and I just remember the cows flying, right? I remember like two very vivid memories from the original movie is the cows flying and when the Twisters come in for the couple, I forget who it is. And they had to like strap themselves down. I gotta stop doing that. Strap themselves down and not get blown away, like in the middle of a field by a pipe. So I'm actually by listening to the soundtrack, I'll just keep looking down and I'm like, I'm getting hyped for this movie. Megan Maroney's got a good one on there. Luke Combs, the obvious.
Luke Combs is the big one with Ain't No Love in Oklahoma. Have you seen
Bailey Zimmerman's got one on there?
Have you seen the trailer for the movie
I
yet?
actually haven't seen the trailer for it.
The trailer looks very cool.
So can I tell you what I would imagine? Like, I feel like, so you're taking an old movie, and what was the last old movie that was redone? Top Gun. I feel like this is going to be very much a Scott Eastwood type scenario. Is he in it?
What does that mean? What a Scott Eastwood type scenario?
I don't know. I just feel Scott
comparison.
Eastwood comes in and he remakes all the movies. Scott Eastwood very rarely has an original movie that I've seen.
Are you bashing him right there?
No, I love him because he's gorgeous. He is gorgeous.
Right,
that
but,
man.
But looks aside, are you bashing him? It sounds like you're bashing him.
I think he's a good actor.
It sounds like you're saying he's uncreative and doesn't have any original thoughts or ideas. And he's a copycat. Is what you're saying?
No, I take that back. He wasn't I shouldn't say it was an original movie. It was what was the name of that movie? It was like it was a DC movie where they were all in prison and all of, like, what was it? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Okay. Will Smith was in it.
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad. He was in Suicide Squad.
Boy, all that for Suicide Squad.
I blacked out for a second. I forgot.
Okay.
So anyway, that's kind of what I'm picturing for Twister. I'll have to go check out the trailer. But the music is solid.
Yeah, Twisters does seem like it's going to be, because, like, I feel like
it's plural?
Yeah, Twisters is the name of the new movie. It's just called Twisters, and it looks like it might be Hollywood's first, like, okay, let's get our rears back in gear, because there hasn't been when is the last time you and I used to love going to the movie theaters on Sunday? When's the last time we've been to a movie theater? And not even because we wanted to, but
Right.
because there was a movie that we wanted to see.
I think honestly the last movie we saw in theater was the newer Black Panther movie, Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, there we go.
And here's the thing. And we saw it when we were in Chicago. We went on a date night. Mom had baby. And we got there. We saw an 8:00 movie, which is very unlike us. And I just remember looking at you and being like, this is a 2.5 hour movie. What are we doing here?
At 8:00 at night, and that's when the preview started, not even the actual movie.
We didn't get home till like 11:30.
Yeah, Wakanda Forever, probably about an hour longer than it needed to be. That wasn't
a great movie.
Everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's a masterpiece. And I'm like, was it really? Was it really a masterpiece? Are you sure about that? I don't know if I would call it a masterpiece.
How did you feel about the original Black Panther, though?
It was fine. I thought it was nothing spectacular, but I liked the Black Panther character throughout all the big Avengers movies.
I did too.
I thought it was a great character. I thought his story, the actual movie just was very predictable. I like we're gonna do a Marvel nerd talk. I kind of like this. But,
here's the thing. I love the Marvel. I am a closeted Marvel nerd. I love it. I loved watching.
Since when are you closeted about it?
Oh, I feel like to people who don't know me, like when I was on maternity leave, I actually did watch all of the Marvel movies in order.
Why are you talking like this?
I don't know. I just feel like I need to whisper about it.
I know you were very your voice went into a way I never heard it. You're like, I watched all the Marvel movies.
Stop. Anyway, so I watched all of the movies from in the order you were supposed to watch them in.
Sure.
And it was so cool.
Did you watch timeline order or order in which they released theatrically?
Timeline order.
Okay, so you started with Captain America.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and it was cool because you found all the little how they really intertwined it, little tidbits here and there. And it's like, oh, I remember that from that movie. Oh, so that makes sense for this. And I nerded out when I was on maternity leave. It was great.
Nice. Easter eggs is what you're looking for.
Yes.
All the Easter eggs. Marvel
Loved
does a
it.
fantastic job at that.
Loved it.
There's really nothing past the Endgame that I like, though.
No.
It's like Endgame
I
was.
want to.
Yeah. We were all in. We watched the series. This is on Disney Plus. I didn't mind She-Hulk as bad as everyone else thought. Everyone apparently thought that was
She-Hulk.
dumb. I didn't mind She-Hulk.
I liked Loki too.
I had more expectations for Loki. The Loki thing got real weird to me, but I
Yeah.
think those time people that they introduced is going to be a pivotal thing going forward.
Oh, yeah.
I guess the guy they hired to play Kang, the Kong or whatever his name is, I guess he's in legal trouble.
Yeah, he got in trouble.
So they got to find a new bad guy.
I guess.
That sucks.
What's the next movie coming out? Do we know?
I have no idea. Actually, the only one I'm looking forward to, and I think everyone would agree, is Deadpool and Wolverine. That's a Marvel movie.
I'm actually looking forward to Deadpool movies. Are funny.
Who's not looking forward to that movie?
I mean, who doesn't like Ryan Gosling? Like, oh my God, not Ryan Gosling. Ryan. Oh my God. Ryan Reynolds.
There we go. Hey, she figured it out.
Vote me off the island. I am
got
disappointed in myself.
Apologies to Ryan Gosling.
Here's the thing, and I would take Ryan Reynolds over Ryan Gosling all day long.
Same.
He's a studly man too.
He's beautiful.
He's funny.
He's good looking and he's funny and he like
Package
he's
deal,
super
girl dad.
super like devoted to his wife too. Like
yeah.
no one. He could have any woman in the world that he wants, and he's like, "No, thank you. I have my wife, and I'm good with that." Yeah,
Exactly.
which of course makes him more desirable. Like I'm not even gay, and I'm like, well, I don't have Ryan Reynolds though. I don't know, like, geez,
Exactly.
that guy is an absolute stud muffin. Hugh Jackman too. I mean, those guys are gonna be so much fun. That movie has been like Ryan Reynolds' dream for 2 decades, and he's finally happening.
Okay, you ready for this? So I've Googled what the new Marvel thing going out
Okay,
is going to be. I think it's going to be the new Agatha series, which is going to be a spin-off of...
that was another Disney Plus series.
Yes, but it's going to be...
Scarlet Witch.
Yes.
And Agatha was the bad gal.
Yes, so they're doing a spin-off of that.
Okay.
That'll come Disney Plus in the fall.
I don't care about Disney Plus. Give me the movies.
Okay, well, I think the next movie coming out is Captain America: Brave New World.
Okay, with Anthony Mackie taking over as Captain America.
Yeah, buddy.
Because Steve Rogers is retired. Cool.
Which I think will be good.
Yeah, I'm excited. I like Anthony Mackie. He does good. Okay, didn't expect to get into a nerdy Marvel talk of this conversation, but I'm here for it. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I have to tell you about some gifts I've received, Katie.
Oh.
I have received some gifts.
From who?
Exactly, right? Can I tell you?
I mean, you're gonna.
2 other women who you don't know have given me gifts recently.
Oh, baby, oh, baby.
Do you know what? Do you know why?
Why?
Because they've had such a good experience with me as their car salesman. How about that?
Oh, so what were
Isn't
the
that
gifts?
crazy? The first gift was this woman, Mary, came in, and Mary is very pumped about the color orange. And she traded
Good
in
for her.
She traded in her bright yellow Jeep for a bright orange Jeep that we had on a lot. She was so
Love it.
happy, loved it.
I love that for her.
I can't say exactly where, but I got to know Mary a little bit, and she works for the government.
Oh.
There's they got a little secret stash kind of near. Anyway, and she saw when I was putting her folder together. I was trying to remove these staples out of this folder so I could like re-put this folder together. And I didn't have a staple remover, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is annoying. I found like a fork or something. But she just remembered there was just a really small part of our transaction. So she came back and she's like, here, this is from the government, and brought me a government-issued staple remover that I now have at my desk. So thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mary. That was very kind.
Very sweet.
And then I had another woman who, along with leaving a 5-star Google review because
Love
she
it.
was so happy with me, I have a sign on my desk, and I didn't realize that she saw it. Most people don't see it. And I think you got me this sign, Katie, because the sign says it takes a lot of balls to golf like I do.
Yeah, I did.
You got me that sign.
Yeah.
So that is displayed kind of at my desk. It's like something that you can subtly see, but you know, it's not on like full display because
Yeah.
you know, it's that borderline inappropriate. I mean, I played earlier today and did not do well, but got a lot of sun. So at least I got that going for me.
Love it.
But this other woman who I actually had to go to one of the other dealerships to get her a car and drive it back, and I did. And she was so grateful that she actually went out and bought me a box of Titleist golf balls.
Oh,
So
that's
thank you.
very nice of
Yeah,
her.
that was very cool,
That is
right?
very sweet.
Pilot, that was $50 $50 box of golf balls.
Nice.
So I lost 6 of them this morning.
So then, speaking of gifts, I mean, honey, Father's Day is coming up. If you could describe the best Father's Day, what would it be? What, like, do you want a specific gift? If someone is hunting for a gift, 2 questions. What's your perfect holiday? What's your
no
perfect?
dad wants a gift.
Well, okay. What's your perfect Father's Day? And if somebody's really on the hunt for their dad, what should they get?
You know all you know the answer. The answer is leave me alone. Like I want to not have any responsibilities. I don't want to do any chores.
You don't want a special meal.
I want to hang out with Chandler for a little bit, but then kind of pawn her off on you for most of the day. Like I want to play with her for a little bit. They're like, all right, boy, you take her now because I'm like tired after like 10 minutes of
Okay.
watching. I don't know how you like hang with her all day Saturday when I'm at work. That's crazy to me. Like I hang out with her for like an hour on Sunday and I'm exhausted.
You just do it, babe.
I obviously you don't have a choice, but no, yeah, the gift. I
Okay,
I
well,
tell
just for
this-
the record, I don't have a choice because you're working.
yeah,
It's not like,
exactly. But I know you have to, but still, it's
yeah.
like I see how exhausting that is after just an hour on Sunday. I'm like, oh, forget this. But no, I tell your mom this all the time when she asks us what we want for Christmas. I always tell your mom is an avid gift giver, and I do not like getting gifts from your mom because your mom's already given us more than we could ever ask for. So I say I want good food and quality time. Father's Day being in June, usually like what kind of, what got the ring on your finger was your lasagna. But lasagna, not really
It's hard in June.
yeah, I don't really want it in June.
Do you
Honestly,
want me to get
this
like
year,
a fat tomahawk steak to
thi-
grill?
this year, here's the deal. You're going to roll your eyes because we just had it. But like this year, you can just order Popeyes and I'd be happy. I'm on this Popeyes kick
You
right
are.
now. And I can't explain it. And I remember the first time I was on it was I was on like a fried chicken kick like 2 years ago. And this was when on Saturday nights you would have to go to the sporting stadiums. You were actually pregnant with Chandler. You'd have to go to sporting for a Saturday night soccer game because you worked there. And I was on my own and I would just, I got this trip. I was like, with DoorDash. And so I started DoorDashing, and then I was hungry. First it was like fried chicken, like KFC. But then I was like, I don't want like chicken. I just want like a sandwich. I'm like, okay, I want a chicken sandwich. And I'd always heard about Popeye's chicken sandwiches, and I never had one. And I think I'd asked you like once, and you were just like, ugh, no thanks. I'm good. And so just that night, whatever, on a whim, I was like, screw it. Let's get some Popeyes. And so I ordered some Popeyes. Gosh darn it. It was so good. Just the classic chicken sandwich. People prefer the spicy chicken sandwich, I think, a little more, and that's fine. I'm just not a spicy guy. I like my regular old chicken sandwich. But man, it's like the largest chicken breast. Somebody making a joke here. Like, it's the largest chicken breast you've ever seen in between these. And like, nobody comes close to doing a chicken sandwich like Popeyes does a chicken sandwich. And I'm sorry, Chick-fil-A. I'm sorry.
See, and I think Chick-fil-A is a superior product.
It's not even close. Here's the deal. Chick-fil-A is too healthy. It's not greasy enough.
Here's
the
no,
Popeyes chicken sandwich is so
Popeyes
greasy and
screws
sloppy.
up our order every single time.
Well, that's a different
every time.
That's a different argument, and I'll acknowledge that. That's fine, but that's a different argument. We're not talking about the fact that that Popeye screws up our order when we DoorDash it. We're talking about simply the quality of the product that is delivered, which I think is superior.
But like, I feel like, just also for the record, like the amount of food we get for the amount of money we spend, I don't think we get the best bang for our buck either.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, that chicken sandwich is so good.
I mean, it's fine. It does what we need. Like,
I don't know why, and I'm just on a kick on it right now. Like, I
think
love
you'll get over it.
Popeyes. I think I will too. I think like as I rarely have it, so it's like, but now just especially for whatever reason this last week we've just been on a kick. But shout out Popeyes.
Yeah.
Thank you for the deliciousness and your greasy chicken sandwich
Okay,
that I wouldn't have any other way. Hey, McDonald's is doing breakfast bagels now. Do you see that?
No,
I think it's
weird.
over. I saw somewhere on on some random Facebook post. I think a former coworker of mine shared. He said there's McDonald's breakfast bagels, and I guess people are up in arms. They're very excited about this.
All right. I mean, I'll give it a shot. I'm here for it. I'll try anything once.
Yeah, you have a bagel almost every morning for breakfast while I'm eating
but
my
I'm
Honey
not
Nut
a big
Cheerios.
egg lady. Like, I don't like eggs.
Especially McDonald's eggs, which are just like
Here's the thing. I can do McDonald's eggs like in a burrito. I could do a breakfast burrito
okay.
with like salsa.
I thought you would be more excited about that.
I mean, I'll try it. I'll give it a shot.
Sure.
But unpopular opinion, you and I both tried that Cheez-It Crunchwrap. Taco Bell is like pumping up everywhere. I felt like I had really high expectations for it.
Well, let's think about that before we dive into the history of that. The history of Taco Bell and combining great products together.
They've knocked it out of the park.
Most notably, the Doritos Locos Taco.
Knocked it out of the park.
An absolute grand slam.
Yeah.
Perfect. So then they decide, okay, now we're going to team up with Cheez-It, and we're going
Their
to.
track record is there.
You can order it two ways. You can get it in the Crunch Wrap, which is what we do, or you can just get it like a
Like a tostada, like a Mexican pizza.
which I'm not here for that. I don't want to. I've heard it is better that way. You and I both had the
Crunchwrap. That's more our speed, right? And I thought,
but that flavor wasn't there. Like those flavors didn't clash like I thought they
didn't.
would.
Well, and this is so disgusting, but it is the best way I could explain it.
Okay.
Cheez-It has a very distinct, strong cheddar taste, right? Like it almost has a little bit of a kick at the end. Like not a spicy kick, but a kick that'll linger in your mouth. Just Cheez-Its overall. Like if you're just sitting gnawing on a bag of Cheez-Its.
Okay.
Add all the Taco Bell stuff to it. So what's in a Crunchwrap? Lettuce, tomato, sour cream, beef, I think melted cheese and tortilla.
You get a breakfast Crunch Wrap there, and they put an entire hash brown in the Crunch Wrap.
Yeah, but that's not what we're talking about right now.
Sorry, it's easy for me
That's
to talk
not what we're
about
talking
that.
about.
It's so good.
The best way to explain it is when I was eating it, it's like this is exactly what it's going to taste like if I have to puke later. Like it left that lingering taste in your mouth. And it was super gross and I did not like it. Disgusting. I know. Oh, I know.
It's an odd description. Yeah.
It is odd. And it's
Didn't
very
expect that
graphic.
out of your face right now.
It's because that's what I thought that while I was eating it. It left such a potent taste. I'm like, oh.
It tastes like vomit, but going down and not back up. That's why.
Yeah. But not like aggressive vomit.
Okay, what other kind of vomit is there?
The mild kind. I don't know.
Oh, you did order from Taco Bell, so I guess you just ordered the mild vomit, not the hot vomit.
Well, that's the other thing. They also forgot my fire sauce, so I was a little upset. But anyway, that's just what I thought. Like, it just had a kind of like that hint of stomach bile taste to it, and I did not like it.
That's fair.
Thank you for coming to our podcast.
That's okay. You got me thinking about what I want for dinner on Sunday night on Father's Day.
So I actually saw on TikTok today for about 5 minutes. Don't get excited. I honestly thought about smoking a brisket for you. And I was like, nah.
No.
That's funny.
No.
Katie, you're funny.
One, I would want to do it. And two, shout out to everybody in Kansas City who
It's a process.
It's
I watched
a
several videos.
14-hour process. And
Yeah,
it's like,
I wasn't doing
you
it.
guys, that's not worth it to me. When I can go to Jack Stack and get a perfectly fine, and the meatheads will say, "Oh, that's not as good as my brisket." Like, I believe you. Now, and I believe that your homemade brisket could be better, but
So-
you know what? I don't need to smoke something for 14 hours. My
Right.
limit is the 6 hour the rib. I
agree.
do good ribs, and that's
You
a
do-
6.5
you do
hour.
really good ribs.
That's a 6.5 hour process. I don't want to, and I start those usually around 11 or noon for a 6-7 o'clock dinner. It's like, I don't need to start at 6 in the morning to
Should
have
we
a dinner for
go-
6 o'clock at night.
Do you want me to go get one of those tomahawk steaks from Costco?
That might not be a bad idea. Are they ribeyes?
Honey, I don't know.
Well, I think usually tomahawks are ribeyes.
They're like 3 inches thick. They're big mamma jammas.
Just slow smoke those sons of guns. Feel very manly doing that.
Yeah. Slap your meat on the grill.
Maybe I'll slap my meat anywhere.
Okay, this is a family show. Let's
Okay, sorry about that. It was
calm
weird to say.
down.
The tomahawks maybe is. I don't know. You know what I might want to do now that I'm thinking about it? I just might want to do something on the Traeger that I've never done before.
Like a tomahawk steak.
I mean, tomahawk, it's a steak. You slow sear it. A steak's a steak. Like,
Like
I don't
what?
know. I don't know. Like I haven't really had a decent answer, but now I'm thinking, maybe I just want to try something new. I don't even know what that something new
I
is.
feel like this is a good podcast question. So we can post it on socials. We can post it on Spotify. Tell us on YouTube. What?
Where should I slap my meat?
No,
That's
Michael,
not
for
it.
the
No,
love.
That's not it. No. What was the question again?
No, the question is, what is your go-to barbecue? Whether it's on a Traeger.
What
on
should
a
I
grill.
try?
What should we try?
What should we try to smoke?
We've done
We do
We've
ribs.
done we do ribs, we do steaks,
I did try a brisket
pork
once.
tenderloin. We've done a brisket. We've done short ribs,
Oh, you
which
remember?
I think we need to try again.
You remember prime rib on Thanksgiving?
We did prime rib on Thanksgiving.
That was a masterpiece.
That was good.
So good. I'd do that again. Ooh, that sounds good. I'm hungry. I want more Popeyes.
We're not big fish people.
You are.
I love fish. You're not.
I'm not.
We
No.
do a lot of beer can chicken.
Oh yeah, we've even got the throw. We don't actually use a beer can.
throne.
Traeger actually makes like a throne. You
Yeah.
open that chicken's butt and just set it on there and just let it go. You pour a whole beer in there. It's awesome.
I put other stuff in there too.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited to think about that.
So, yeah.
But Father's Day I think is also coming up this Sunday. So enjoy it, dads. Enjoy your day. I'd say go play golf. Can I honestly tell you, Father's Day, the worst day to golf because everybody's out in the course.
Yeah.
Like it's very packed. Your round's going to take 6 rounds. You do you. If you don't mind being out there, you throwing them back. The temperature's right. Who cares if you're out there for 6 hours?
Right.
Go have a lot of fun. But it's sometimes I feel bad for celebrating Father's Day. Because we have discovered a fail on our part
Oh my
because of
gosh.
parents. You and you discovered. I say you and I. You actually pointed it out. I didn't even recognize it until you pointed it out to me, and I'm like, oh no, you're right. Do you think our daughter's poisoned?
No, I don't think she's poisoned, but this is definitely a parenting fail. So, and I actually Googled this then last night too.
I'm gonna go get one.
Okay. So we're feeding our daughter dinner. You always get those like kids suction plates, right? The ones that usually have 4 little dots on there. There's compartments. Well, Chandler's eating dinner, and being a parent, you always like munch off your kids' plates. Like you'll take some, you'll.
Obviously, we're on the same side.
Oh my God, go.
Hello.
Go. Oh, you're on one tonight.
And now I'm over here. Oh.
So, but they have their compartments, right? But we get the silicone ones because they're easier to clean, whatever. Throw them in the dishwasher. Well, Chandler, we were having Alfredo last night, and I cut her meat up, cut her fruit up, did all that. Well, she was done, so I was like, all right. And so I'm just kind of picking, eating. And then I am eating her chicken, and I'm like, this tastes funny. Like it left a funny aftertaste. And it tasted like you ate a bar of soap afterwards.
No one likes soapy chicken.
No, but it's
That's
like
exactly what
it
it tastes
tasted like Alfredo, and then it just left a soapy taste in the back of your throat.
It's like I was saving ducks on a
Or
TV
like-
commercial.
Yeah, or you just like inhale the bubble. And I like took a couple more bites and it was still there. And I'm like, Mike, you got to try this. And I'm like, you need to tell me if I'm crazy. And he goes, oh, I know you're crazy for
You're always
multiple
crazy. Yeah,
reasons.
yeah,
You're always
all the
crazy. And I'm like, no,
reasons.
seriously,
Psychopath.
try it. And he goes, no,
Crazy woman.
you don't, you're, I think you're making it up. Like, I think you're crazy. And then after a second, you're like, oh.
It was a real delayed aftertaste on my end. Like I was
Yeah.
like, I took a bite and I was like, no, it tastes like chicken. And it must have taken probably 20 seconds. And I was like, I taste soap now. So then I took another bite. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're feeding our dog. We're feeding our daughter soap covered chicken. We're horrible humans.
So, needless to say, got on Amazon last night. Got some plastic bowls too, in a set. It'll be here tomorrow.
It's going to be, love it. Perfect.
But I felt bad because, like, do you think all of her food that we've ever fed her in the history of time in those, like, in something that's silicone?
probably not in the history of time. I would bet since the new dishwasher got here.
I feel like it's been longer than that.
Well, I haven't noticed it since then, but I'll take your word for it. Okay, we have to go because it is, as we're recording this, it's nighttime. And quite frankly, Katie bought this new
Toddler pool.
hillbilly toddler pool from Amazon, like inflatable, little slide and everything. Thing is a piece of garbage. Horrible.
It is a piece of
But man,
garbage.
we set it up today, and she had a blast. We had her out there nothing but a swim diaper, and just going down this slide and
She loved
splashing
it.
hose water, baby. And when I mean, ye freaking haw. I mean, we all look like I was out there with my shirt off, but I got my car sales tan. Like my forearms are real tan,
Mm-hmm.
but that's it. I mean, we were hoosiing it up big time, and we just realized that it's as we're getting
Nighttime,
ready
we
to
have
wrap.
to
Yeah,
put
it's
this thing
it's
away.
9:20 p.m. as we're recording, and we have not put this thing. And this is something that cannot sit in the yard overnight.
Yeah. So,
Oh,
we got to go be
boy.
parents, do adult things
Oh,
now.
boy, my goodness, I'm not looking forward to this at
Me
all.
either.
And then once you're done, I got to do all the editing and then get it so it actually does publish when we usually publish. Man, it's
I'm
be a
going to go
long
to
night.
bed.
Can't go to bed yet.
Why?
You got to take down the hillbilly pool.
I know after we take down the hillbilly pool.
Sure. Yeah, that'll be bedtime.
Yeah,
That'll be
for
bedtime. We can't thank you so much for listening again. This Wednesday, 3:30, June 12th, we'll be at Team Cocktail, downtown Lee
Come
Summit.
hang out with us.
That
Get your
episode-
Father's Day gifts.
Man, that's right. Who's yo daddy?
Oh, God.